CIA director. Not passing Ukraine aid would be a mistake, of historic proportions.
Here's a summary of the article.
Helping Ukraine is a relatively modest investment with significant geopolitical returns, the CIA director wrote. CIA Director William Burns is the latest top U.S. official to publicly make the case for greenlighting assistance to Ukraine. Amanda Andrade Rhodes, AP. Western allies must continue providing assistance to Ukraine in its war with Russia this year, or risk a mistake, of historic proportions, CIA Director William Burns wrote in a column published Tuesday. If an opportunity for serious negotiations to end the war emerges, he wrote, providing arms to Ukraine will put it in a stronger bargaining position. Ukraine's military would also be able to continue fending off Russian troops while rebuilding its infrastructure, while Moscow spends massive amounts of money to keep the war going, Burns added. For the United States to walk away from the conflict at this crucial moment and cut off support to Ukraine would be an own goal of historic proportions, Burns wrote, referencing a soccer term for scoring a goal for the rival team by putting the ball into a player's own net. Burns is the latest top U.S. official to publicly make the case for greenlighting assistance to Ukraine, as lawmakers battle over a southern border deal that's holding up $60 billion in aid to Ukraine.
This post received a score of 22,000, with an upvote ratio of 91%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Well, not if you're basically in Russia's pocket, it isn't. There are clear connections and even criminal cases establishing the Russia and Republican link. Why is no mainstream news outlet not hammering them on this aid in relation to that? Are they afraid of viewership losses due to telling truth?
Russian propaganda and disinformation is widespread. Just today I saw a TikTok of some old white American in Russia. He was talking about how nice it is and how safe it is compared to America. And all the comments were from Americans wanting to move to Russia and how Russia has conservative values. It is ridiculous how these people just eat up the propaganda.
It's so scary, man. I've cleared all history and cookies from YouTube because for some reason my account was getting filled with gross and disgusting stuff. And what I see is in European, right-wing stuff, alpha male accounts, pro-military shots and how abortion is bad. I mean, people get this shit and think, oh shit, whole world is fucked up. Conservatives will save us.
Same thing for me. No matter how many times I tell YouTube not interested, don't recommend it, it just keeps showing up.
Reported for promoting terrorism.
This is the cheapest war we've ever fought against our biggest adversary, and we're throwing in the towel. We're even on the right side of morality with this war, which we can rarely say these days. Apparently we only fund immoral wars now.
Aren't the war profiteers we complain about are supposed to be helping this along? Why aren't they pressuring the GOP to back this war? My understanding is that a decent chunk of this approved funding is actually spent stateside for weaponry and tech.
A lot of the aid given has essentially been excess stock. The Bradleys and Strykers were actually just sitting in depots rotting away. It's functionally identical to spending on our own military in terms of the finances. The big boy military-industrial complex companies just aren't that influential.
Exactly. All our support is basically stuff that's about to be decommissioned sitting in the desert with some transport fees. GOP, Mike should be champing at the bit for new military contracts for next-gen weapons. No dice? So are the dollar values kind BS then? Has it actually been way cheaper to help Ukraine because the stuff was going to be scrapped?
Caving in to dictators never worked ever. They always want more.
Poland is next. After Russia wins Ukraine war, Putin ally says. Edit, bonus quote.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.